There are a multitude of vehicles that no self-respecting man should ever find himself behind the wheel of. A Nissan Micra, a non-AMG Mercedes-Benz SLK, a mini convertible of any designation, and of course the Fiat 500. Now if you do like the Fiat 500, you think it's nicely styled, it's retro enough, but just not butch enough for you, you should try considering the Fiat 500X. And as you may have guessed, the 500X is, well, an extra large version of the Fiat 500. In the 500X, the styling cues have been carried over. Those styling cues that made the Fiat 500 so unmistakable on the road. The rounded headlights, the grille bar, the window line and the C-pillar. The overall shape is still very Fiat 500. It's just, of course, bigger. The 500X is based on the Jeep Renegade platform. But with that said, you're not quite going to get Jeep Renegade sort of space inside. It is still a little more cozy than the Renegade, but it is more spacious than the normal Fiat 500. The model that we're in here is the middle of the range model. It is the 500X Cross. It is powered by a 1.4 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder motor, makes 103 kilowatts, 230 newton meters of torque. Now that will get you from 0 to 100 in just under 10 seconds. Fuel consumption, well, if you drive it nicely, on the combined cycle they say that it's going to return 9 litres per 100, which does make it a little bit thirsty, but I tell you what, they're pretty accurate with those numbers because we're hovering around the same. Stick to more highway use and that number is going to drop. Now it's mated to a 6-speed gearbox. It is of course only front-wheel drive despite the rugged looks that make it look as if it can go off-road. To go with the 500X's rugged looks, they've employed a clever trick differential up front on the front wheels. So now while you don't have that all-wheel drive capabilities, you do have a torque biasing system that is going to send the torque to the wheel with the most grip. It's pretty much a limited slip diff, and it's a little more geared for loose surfaces, snow, rain and the likes. Now that can be selected via this switch here in the center. And this offers you the 3 different drive modes. You get the standard auto one, which is the most economical. You get the traction, which activates that diff, and then you get the sport mode. Now the sport mode definitely improves the throttle response, it weights up the steering a little bit, and it feels like you could actually throw this around a couple of bends, and in fact it has a very, very obedient chassis. The Fiat 500X Cross, the middle of the range model that we're driving here, retails for 346,990 Rand. But that's before you've added a couple of the packs, the comfort pack, the visibility pack and the safety pack. All of which are going to add to that amount, but are going to give you the creature comforts that we're seeing here in terms of the touch screen and connectivity, the lighting and the convenience. The Fiat 500X is supposed to be competing against the likes of the Cactus and the Nissan Juke, but instead, because of its price, it's competing with the likes of the Nissan Qashqai, the Ford Kuga, and even the new Hyundai Tucson. So, when you compare the price to the spec level up against the competitors, you need to be a Fiat fan to be able to justify it. It does fall a little shy. Infotainment system is a little dated and the screen is a little small. Connectivity a little limited in places. It's not to say that it's bad, it's just that the opposition is offering what seems like a little more. You're getting a vehicle that really is bolted together nicely, and it has that Italian flair. And I think that's its biggest selling point, is the fact that it still feels Italian.